You had to get one last click in. I heard that motherfucking click, bro. This nigga Cortez, I can't deal with him. This nigga got one more click in.
I heard the click and I said, let me go to the mouse pad. Let me go over to the pad.
Man, it was quick too. You
Yeah,
almost got it.
Nobody even heard it, man.
I didn't. In his defense, it does feel so long.
I heard that shit.
Around 5 seconds in 2 Mississippis each, nigga.
It does. It feels.
Hey man, shit. It's 5 seconds. What can I say?
It feels so
How y'all
long.
feeling, man? How everybody doing?
We back.
Hello, everyone.
Hey,
How are you? Urban Absurdity.
we back, y'all.
Bianca, Ron, Cortez. We're here.
You ever be missing your friend and shit, and then when you see him, you be like, man, I can go another few weeks. Bianca came in bossing me around today, man. We're gonna start really reporting shit. I need to start a paper trail against your ass.
Right. She
You know what? This
We need to
is.
get all these damn offenses documented. That's the only way you can take a motherfucker to court.
You know what? You can't tell a person something without them feeling like you're getting on them, okay? You can never at all. I say hello to Ron. Hi, how are you doing? How was your day? You in my business, ask me questions. Okay, you're right.
I do not say that.
I'm sorry.
I have never said that shit.
Just, you know what?
He said that shit.
Just angry, just upset. All I do is try to come in here, just spread love, get things in order as I should.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
look.
Spread love. That's hilarious.
Just kick back. Look at this bright. It
Spread
just,
love the Brooklyn way.
Listen, it is just so bright.
What?
This hoodie.
Oh,
Yeah,
What
it
is
is.
this? I was trying to talk to you, and it was like the golden nugget. Was
Well,
over
it's-
here. What does it
yellow.
say?
What does it say? Love and order?
Oh, okay. Okay.
That sounds too strict.
It's-
I don't like
It
that.
sounds nice at first, then it end is like
Love and order. They play the
So what
little
is
sound.
what does this mean?
I guess it means what it means.
No, you gotta.
I'm not
hey,
doing that. No,
this
I'm
is
not
what
doing
happens.
that.
When you wear some shit on the show, you got to explain it.
Explain Levi in San Francisco. We ain't about to do that shit.
Well,
Jeans,
I
nigga.
bought this sweater. It said love and
No,
love
we
and
didn't.
order.
We didn't know if you. We didn't know if
So
you
do
bought
you
it
believe
from.
in that?
I
Look.
got something on the back. It's only a good
Did you
design.
got
That's
from?
it.
Did you
That's
get it
it.
black owned or did you just?
Nah,
were you just
So it ain't no
outside?
I don't even
beliefs
know.
behind it.
I don't even know where I got it from.
So it ain't no beliefs behind it.
Nah.
Yeah, we didn't know.
So it ain't no movement.
Nah.
I thought it was
just like the Levi shirt. You went to go buy. You said, "Oh,
No, this shit a movement though.
Levi's.
what's the movement?"
The
in the
jeans, nigga.
90s,
The
jeans
in
is
the
the
90s,
movement.
Levi's was definitely a movement.
Nah, man.
Levi's was
God
definitely.
damn.
Hey, Ron, the movement is over, man. They done moved the fuck on from
You
Levi's.
didn't see the commercial?
What commercial?
You didn't see the Levi? You used to see the Levi commercials with
Nah,
the
Levi
movement?
don't come out with no commercials
I'm
no
sorry,
more.
y'all didn't say nothing. The mics was up loud as a motherfucker.
Oh,
Even
so the
for
mics,
me.
so the
I
mic
was
is
like,
up.
damn.
See, that's
He,
what I was saying.
Cortez did try. Now they low
That's
as
what I was
hell.
saying.
Now they sound like y'all whispering.
Right.
Now it sound too low?
As long as they can hear us, that's all that matters.
Yeah, it's going to be good. We was yelling like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
That's how it was last time when we had who we had last time?
Tommy.
Tony Roberts.
Tony Roberts. No, damn, you just gonna shout out the name because it wasn't Tony Roberts last time.
No, the reason I said that is because he said something about it.
Us yelling?
Yeah,
yeah.
He was like, nigga, your fucking voice sound like God through these motherfuckers.
Oh,
Right,
yeah,
that
I
was
remember
that time.
I
Like,
remember that. That's
Yeah, he the only one that got on me about the mics.
How y'all feel about us interviewing everybody, man? We interviewed some big dogs, and I'm waiting. I know we probably taking a break on it right now, but
Yeah.
who could you say we almost at the end of the year now, man? Matter of fact, I looked at my memories, and we've been in here for a year, a year and some months.
Yeah, I about to say a
Do y'all
little bit
remember
longer.
that?
A year ago today, George Wilborn roasted your ass.
Okay.
A year ago today, over that
It
sweater.
felt like it was yesterday.
It feels like it was yesterday.
felt
I
like it
remember
was
it like it was yesterday. It was a year ago today. It was a year ago today. The famous sweater, and then he wore a sweater like paying like an homage to it. Look at him.
Yeah,
But
because
it
it's
wasn't
like
the same sweater.
But it's
No,
the color.
Yeah,
the
it
color
ain't.
scheme.
But the
Wasn't
way you
even the
came
color.
with that though.
Nah, it was hoodie
the color
season.
scheme.
Matter of fact, I didn't even have the sweater on the
He
show.
didn't-
He pulled
did
this
not-
motherfucker off from the behind the scenes and put it on the scene. That's how good this nigga was, man. I walked in with that sweater and took it off.
Oh, you did take it off.
I had the urban absurdity stuff
because he
on.
tried to do it.
You're right. You're right.
Failed.
Yeah.
Remember, because he tried to do like a
But when you
bang,
walked in, you
know?
did come in like, you know, when you take that corner, it was on.
I did not come in like that.
It was on.
It was cold outside.
You came in
it probably was.
Matter of fact, I'm about to bring the sweater back out.
You
I
came
should
in
have wore it again.
we gonna send him a message.
Shout out to George Wilborn though, man. It was he's the. So I guess out of all the guests we interviewed, that was the OG of the bunch. Rodney Perry too, but I think George Wilborn is just.
Yeah.
He was. Hey, whenever you put your shades right here, like in the middle of your shirt.
Yeah.
When you get out the car and you know what I mean, and go about your day, you OG.
Yeah. You don't even
I hadn't
care.
seen that shit in years.
You don't even care. You pull that shit out like this, flick it, and put it on. That's how they do it back in the day.
Yeah, because you more worried about your shit getting lost than how you look, you know?
Yeah.
So that's OG gonna worry about how they where they stuff is. You don't care about what people feel about you. You don't care. They gonna respect you either way.
Hell no.
So that's what it is. How do we feel about it? I will say this. I am proud of all of us because our first guest, we were nervous. Our second, we were nervous.
Who was our first guest? Was it George?
No, our first was Michael Blackson.
Oh, Michael Blackson was our first one. Then we had interviewed Gary Owens.
We were on a roll.
Yep,
Yeah.
and JJ was in the middle.
JJ.
Yeah.
Back to back to back. We ain't did that shit since.
JJ from the SIP.
Yeah. So
That was 3 straight weekends. Like we came out hard.
Yeah, but the good thing was after that, we just feel normal when people come in. I know I do. I feel like, hey, how are you doing? You ready to? I feel like real good. I don't feel nervous. I don't feel like, oh my God, what are we gonna say?
I ain't gonna lie. Deep down inside on days, because sometimes, I don't know if y'all know, sometimes I do the show and I be high. So I be thinking about shit. These motherfuckers is professionals. I was like, one of them can just come in and decide to destroy any one of us. And what if it's me? You know what I mean? What do you do at that point if somebody just start flaming your ass for no reason?
You just laugh.
Bro, you can't even do nothing, man.
You laugh because
but what if it's harsh?
Well, listen, we just said the internet was undefeated, right?
Yep.
I guess if it's like super funny, if it's somebody that's seriously been in the game, shut up. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
you can't. Like my dad was laughing at that shit for years.
Yeah,
nigga.
like, you know.
He even showed the family. They was all at that house watching it together. I walked in the house like, what's up, Pop? He was like, oh, this is the part right here.
We having a screening right now.
Right,
Sit
the
your
whole
ass down.
family there, man.
Was
Around the holidays, too. It was horrible, bro.
This is the part.
Cortez and made it. Come on over.
No.
That's hilarious.
No, it does. You just, just whatever. I think it's more of a, like when you just feel comfortable and you just ask these questions. When you talk to people like you know them, that's a skill.
Yeah.
To talk to people out like you know them, like you, because then they get comfortable. You get more information, more dirt. You know what I mean? If you just looking like, oh my God, okay, well, let me ask this, or let me just make sure. When it sounds like reporter questions,
Right.
it's just, it doesn't, I don't know. I could just, body language wise, it's just how they relax when we have conversations, and it just feels like a fucking conversation.
Yeah, that's why the interviews we do are so good, because I watch a lot of interviews, especially when we interview a person, even if I had never even caught a few of their interviews, I watch them after, like whatever pops up when they pop up. And it's like they different. Like everybody has these structured questions that the standard industry questions, so they don't really get a chance to open up.
Yeah.
So you hear a lot of shit on our show that you would never hear anywhere else, and that's what's good about it, and that's exciting though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I went back and watched that Gary Orton interview. I was laying around the house and shit. I just I don't know why I clicked on that. Where I clicked on that, but that shit was funny as fuck. It was like
I've watched it before.
Hey, his wife.
Like I forgot most of the shit I was even talking about.
His wife called in the interview, bro. You remember that shit? And now he ain't got no wife. That shit crazy.
Yeah, we were. Yeah.
Oh yeah, listen, we were like the last. We were like the last. I remember that.
I wish you to put her on speaker.
Now it makes me think what the conversation was about when the call happened. Like I
know you would have bitch. I would have been absurdity, goddamn.
Yeah, cause if we could go back and turn up the volume,
man, hey, that's crazy because this is like a segue. But being a celebrity wife, Like, I mean, like, they must have had some rules or something like that, or maybe he just went overboard. At the same time, this nigga is a famous comedian. Mm-hmm. Of course, he's traveling the world, doing movies and doing shows. He's a household name. He's gonna get some household pussy.
Let me ask y'all.
Everywhere.
Yeah. This is a good question. Let me ask you this. Yeah. So y'all really be thinking that famous women don't get dick when they out?
Hell no, nobody think that.
No. What you mean? Like you talking about like famous women like
just famous.
All women
Washington
get dick when they go out.
Just famous.
Yeah, right. I understand.
Well, I say this because you said
like Kerry Washington.
You said being a celebrity wife, right?
Yeah.
Like you're not really out there.
Yeah.
You're just you may have stuff that you do that make money, but you're not in the public, right? So. But to be a husband who's a regular husband, but I
think it goes the same way.
Yeah.
But I'm saying in this situation, okay, we can say spouse, but in this situation, I'm just saying like dudes are more out there with it than women are. You probably won't see Kerry Washington on no goddamn billboard, no newspaper saying that she was fucking around.
Well, I think it's because dudes are going to keep it quiet.
Like. I don't want to bring this up too soon, but you see like a famous person pass away, and famous man pass away, the first thing you see is a whole bunch of women saying like, we was just about to hang out, or he was just on FaceTime, or blah, blah, blah. Yep. But when a famous woman passed away, you don't see no nigga saying like, we was just about to cook breakfast.
Bro, men don't do that.
And let me say this.
I just want to say that. Shout out I want to dispel one myth when they say women cheat better. No, men just react better to it. Yep. You know what I mean? Yep. A man is not about to tell on his source of cooch. If a chick is cheating with him, he is not going to fuck that up.
Unless he like a hella
I don't give a fuck if they go through good spouts. She probably going to come back on, it might be 8 months, but she going to come back. Yeah. Ain't nobody going to fuck that up. Men don't fuck up shit.
But I'm going to tell you why.
Women will fuck shit up, though.
I'm going to tell you another reason why that may happen, too. Because in being a woman, if a woman, most of the time, I'm not going to say all, but if a woman cheats with somebody, right? Cheat with a man. We don't have to tell a man, like, shit, I'm a lead this nigga, right? And we gonna be together. Or I don't have to give you all these hopes and dreams to get what I want from you, right? We understand what the situation is. We get that, right?
Yeah.
If you go back and you tell a woman, like, hey, I'm happy at home. This bitch get on my nerve, da-da-da-da-da. You come in with all your problems. Instead of just coming in with the penis, you coming in with all your problems.
Come on, let's be real.
Listen, I'm not saying everybody. I
get what she's going with it, though. There's a lot of bitch-ass niggas who can't get coochie without selling dreams.
So, right, but
that's the part I hate. You know what I mean?
Talking about famous people, they don't got. They famous people.
You know they. You know they married.
You saying it like.
But a lot of people a lot of chicks.
Men will still do that though.
I will see that.
Even if they got money.
Right. A lot of chicks have came out and said different stuff about the spouse that they know about, right?
Yeah.
Because how did they hear this shit? From the person, right? The person you done came in, you done complained, you done told this person all about what's going on in your household, opposed to just saying, hey, you know what it is.
Because it normally don't work like that. Like everybody know the game. But see, like we can't change the game.
But that's what I'm saying.
Man, but there's a lot of sloppy ass shit going on out here. See, that's what I'm saying. Cheating is cheating. It's always been fucking bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it used to be respect and honor and cheating. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna talk down on your motherfucking woman with no other bitch and bring her up. You know what I mean? You don't do shit like that.
Always was like that, Ron. Always like that. That is how
I
niggas.
am not gonna. If I'm cheating shit, I don't know nothing about my girl.
Watch fucking Fences, bro. Fences is kill all this shit right now. Denzel was down the street, fucking had a whole baby. Brought the baby back home. You know what I mean? Like, of course he was selling fucking dreams. Selling fucking dreams down there.
But see, that's what I
mean. So you can't do that. Male or female, stop selling dreams. The line is what I hate.
Money.
Hey, man, let me ask y'all a question.
No money. The niggas didn't, wait, hold up. He brought up Fences. The niggas didn't have no money.
They didn't have no money.
Now, Jackie Robinson, they had, and I'm not saying Jackie cheat. But what I'm saying is,
Jackie Robinson.
But what I'm saying is,
damn,
I had to go back in the day. Because I had to go back in the day.
You know damn well Jackie was cheating.
What I'm trying to say, I don't know shit. I don't know shit. I know he was in love with baseball. But what I'm saying is, I mean,
he was fucking the
but what I'm saying is, Fences, you had to sell. You ain't got no money. You don't have what.
But that's what I was saying.
What we're talking about is
we're talking about money versus money.
If you are in that situation and the person, like you said, the person know you already with somebody, and they like, and you like, hey, nigga, I'm just in Orlando.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I ain't saying I got problems. What I'm saying is I'm in Orlando. And this is anybody. Like, I'm in Orlando. I'm coming in. I'm just chilling out. This is cool. Yeah. Let's fucking leave, right? Yeah. Okay. Nobody can tell me. There are some dudes that are out here that are really cheating, that have money, that don't have those situations with a chick, because one of those reasons is either they just flat out are telling you, like, this is what it is. Right.
Some people don't know how to talk to people.
But you said
it's a very simple way to talk to people without selling them dreams.
Yeah. Yeah.
Most women want to hear it straight and direct.
Don't tell me that.
And you can make it a whole motherfucking long way with that shit. And I'm talking about in cheating.
Yo,
goddamn, you got to be honest when you cheating.
Hell no. It's a very small percentage of women that are cool with that. Like Bianca. I mean,
they gonna act like they ain't cool with it at first, then you just cut their water off. And if you anything of a nigga, you gonna get a call.
I hear this. Like Bianca.
Look. Bianca, I'm not saying you're a cheater, but you could go to I mean, like, you will respect a man more.
I've cheated before.
Okay, you respect a man more.
I was just about to throw that in there. Like, she already put it out there, made it public on the episode.
All right. Not saying that you cheat now. I'm just saying, but you would respect a man more if he came to you and not lied, right?
Yeah.
But
not everybody like that.
And they're gonna think about you.
A lot of women like the dreams. A lot of women love the dreams.
I agree.
Because the dreams sound better than reality, because then it don't sound like she a hoe. If you tell me a dream, if you tell a girl, baby, I like you, I really want to be with you, I have some shit going on at home, pretty soon that shit gonna be over, and then it's gonna be me and you. She love that shit. But if you tell the girl,
that's fucked up if they do though.
But if you tell the girl, I mean, say that's a respectful way, right? Yeah. If you tell the girl, like, man, it's just me and you forever. Like, I just love you. Yeah. Like, this is the best pussy I've ever had. Like, I want you to have my babies. She gonna be like, this nigga love me. He don't like me. I ain't no hoe. Like, he got this situation that I don't know about at home, but I know for sure. But this nigga really into me.
So listen. So here's the point. At that point in time, whose fault is it when the shit hit the fan? Is it your fault for being a dream seller to someone who you know is going to have these feelings and these emotions?
No, if you sell dreams, you deserve whatever the fuck you got. Yeah. Because they not going overboard. You put emotions in that shit. When you tell people shit, they going to react to the shit emotionally.
But Ron, you just said it, though. You just said it. You said it's fucked up if she was cool with that. Right?
Yeah.
You said that.
Yeah.
So she's also thinking, I'm a fucked up person if I'm cool with this nigga sleeping with me while he got a wife and they trying to figure this shit out.
You fucked up. You fucked up person.
No, but some people ain't gonna look at it like that. Some people ain't gonna look at it like that. If a woman came to you, let's be honest. If a woman came to you, let's flip the script. Yep. If a woman came to you, depending on what kind of nigga you are, I guess. Yep. If a woman came to you and be like, look, I got a husband.
Yeah.
But goddamn it, this nigga don't.
I'm in Orlando.
You know, he don't pay me no attention. You know what I mean? You know how fucking women be talking. He don't pay me no attention. This nigga always gone. He ain't never in the bed. I sleep alone and shit. You know I wouldn't be hitting you, nigga.
Look.
So they'd be like, hey, look. So when I call you, can you know what I mean? Can we work something out on the side?
Come on, Ryan.
You either gonna make the choice.
Yes or no?
Usually, if the man is attracted to her, they're gonna say yes. You're gonna accept those terms,
right?
Yes,
because that's how she came to you.
But what do y'all?
Hold on, it's a part to that. It's a part to that.
Okay.
If that situation starts stressing you out and you start tripping and shit, and you tell your boys are gonna try to hype you up and be like, man, go get your bitch. You know what I mean? Women will though. They'll come and fuck that up. You know what I mean? Because they emotionally into it.
But that's what
and I don't know why though.
That's what I'm
saying.
Some
men do it, man.
But I was about to say some men do it.
Yeah, some men do it, but I would say the right way is to just put it all the way out there. Because even if she say no right then, goddamn it, shit.
But I'm saying
somebody else will.
But I'm saying, like, when you reverse it, when it's a man versus woman, nigga, we gonna accept any pussy that's thrown at us anyway.
Exactly.
More than likely. But so she can say. So
that's why I don't get cheating.
So she can say whatever. They do.
But niggas get jealous.
But it's a small amount of niggas that's out here jealous.
Here's the difference. Here's the difference. A nigga will get jealous, and you say whatever you want to. A nigga get jealous and may not make it public like Facebook or some shit like that and tell some people. But a nigga get jealous and come find your nigga and talk shit to your nigga or talk shit to people around your nigga who he know that's gonna go back and say some shit because you don't really want to be a bitch, but you still want it out there because you mad at this bitch.
Yeah, that's a small amount of niggas.
Yeah.
But
some niggas will keep those be the niggas that don't really have women.
Yeah. Here's my thing.
Thank you. It's a small amount
because
of niggas.
I consider somebody else's
But a nigga that's on his shit.
Yeah, I consider somebody else's chick and she in your rotation. That's an extra.
But hold on,
that's just an extra.
Right, she already into some
but
shit.
This is why we need. This is why we need a woman. This is why we need another woman here because the difference is. You cannot say if you are unless you are a woman who's fucked with niggas, right? Because a nigga, your friend ain't gonna fucking. A lot of niggas are not gonna go to you and say, "Hey, nigga, I been messing with this chick and now I kind of fell for her, or whatever, and I'm mad at what the fuck she did to me, so I kind of told her nigga." A nigga is not gonna come to you and tell you no shit like that because he don't want to look like a bitch, even if he's done it. Even if he's done it. If a dude get into you and he like you and he talking to you and y'all cool, at first this shit is fun. It's great. It's great. But then when you start having fun with your nigga or you out or you doing some shit and then a motherfucker call you or he not getting the attention that you was giving him before because your situation was a little fucked up. But now you back into your situation because y'all doing better. And this nigga over here may not be
But
in the
isn't
best
that the
situation.
point? Like you were trying to make earlier, you selling pipe dreams. If you the woman selling pipe dreams,
Oh, I thought we was talking about what Ron said.
What Ron say?
I thought we was talking
But we were talking about a very small percentage of niggas.
When women do give,
But
when women give that option.
I thought this is what we were talking about.
Right.
Okay, so let
Man,
me.
overall, I just think cheating on both ends is like, as I got older, because when I was younger,
Situation.
yeah, it's just, man, you create negative
no
energy,
good.
bro. Like you lying all the time. Like you got to become a different person to cheat. It's
Yeah.
energy involved in that shit. It's like I don't get it now.
Nigga,
Back in the
it's
day when I had
too
time
much
and energy.
energy.
It's
I
like
believe that.
now.
Yeah. I believe that. That's what I mean.
And you can get killed. These women and
Yeah.
these men will kill you
Yeah.
for fucking with their emotions,
yeah.
bro.
And it's
I
really,
watch a lot of ID channel.
I feel like it's a flip side of what you're saying though.
Discovery.
I feel like it's the man that's getting cheated on that makes it a bigger situation. Like I've seen and heard of a niggas killing their wives because they done cheated. I've seen and heard niggas and beat their wives down because they done cheated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't really never see the opposite side of a nigga going to kill somebody.
let me tell you this. Maybe not kill,
Man.
but as a woman who's dealt with men, because again, you see a different side of it. You see the man of your friends or family or even out in these streets who are just like who are not going to tell you certain shit because, like he said, women are more emotional. We are more liable to tell the stupid shit that we've done and that we've been through. We're more liable to say that than a man is.
Yeah, and I wasn't saying that in a bad way. I just think it's because y'all share more.
Yeah,
if a man
I wasn't saying it either.
If a man was in a position with his chick that he liked, she married and she giving him some pussy on the side, it's like if your feelings involved in it, you ain't gonna tell your nigga because you look weak. It's like you in love with this motherfucker. That's his chick. You know what I mean? So we're not gonna share that shit.
Right. So I'm just saying that in a sense to say women who deal with men, whether they're your friends or not, women who deal with men know about whether it's lies or not, know about what men tell them or what men do because we deal with them, because we fuck with them, because we have relationships with them. There's a difference. It's just like with chicks. A chick may not tell you everything, even if she's your friend. She may not tell you everything about the dumb shit that she doing for a nigga. You know what I mean? But you kind of know, you kind of guess that that's what's going to happen. So so in this situation, let me ask your opinion because it's all over. So let me ask the opinion. So the baby and Danny Lee situation. Who's right? Who's wrong? Is there a right or is there a
Y'all
wrong?
got to go into a little bit of backstory though, because I didn't really get the whole story. I saw everybody talking about it. I know
my daughter wanted to tell me. I was like, what?
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause I didn't know who she was.
Oh, okay. So she's a singer. She's a singer. And
Okay.
So I don't know if it was a year ago or I don't know how long ago it was, but it was around the time when the baby and his I think it was his baby mama or his wife, I'm not sure. When they split and it was public, you know, everybody got to make their shit public. So they split up and he started fucking around with Danny Lee, right? And it was pictures all over the place, like everything, like they doing shit together, blah blah blah. For this whole time, they're supposedly together. So everybody's saying they together in a relationship. Everybody is, you know, even magazines when they do this whole little YouTube, you know, shit, they be doing their interviews or whatever, talking about celebrity business. I guess we are in that business kind of. But anyway, they said that they were together. So Danny Lee ends up getting pregnant.
Okay.
She has the baby.
All right.
She has the baby by the baby.
All right.
And then recently, that's when it came out that I guess she was supposed to leave his house. And she wouldn't leave, and she had their 3-month-old, and he was kicking her out, and then he put it on live or wherever and was recording what happened, talking about their situation while she was still in the house. She was still in the house. And he was like, I'm just telling her to leave. She won't leave. Shorty won't get out. Da, 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 da. And she's like, basically, how could you do this to me? We were together. We were in a relationship. He's like, did I ever? I guess his assistant is there. And she's like, did I ever say we were in a relationship? And his assistant is like, no. Like, you never say y'all were in a relationship. And then she's like, well, you never told me that we were together. I was your girl. I was this. I was that. Now, I will say this. Picture-wise, video-wise, all this other shit. Mm-hmm. I thought they was together too. Like I thought.
So you knew them as a couple?
I knew them
from
as
whose perspective? From his too.
So from his too.
Okay.
Like not that I ever heard like from them. Like hey, we're in a relationship. Like they used to do videos together. Like all kind of shit together. Like some shit you wouldn't do with a side piece, whether a man or a woman. Okay, because he said she was a side. She was whatever. Some shit that you wouldn't do with somebody who's a side. Yeah. Like I don't know anybody who would have a side.
Y'all wouldn't know about it if she was a side. That's how I look at shit. I ain't posting no side pieces.
Listen,
for what?
When I'm telling you videos, when I'm like kissing and loving on each other and doing songs together, and from her album to his album, and just all kind of shit. So I'm like, okay. But then in my head, I'm like, even with all this shit, because other people are saying just because you do all this shit with a man, don't mean that that's your man, right? Mm-hmm. So I was like, well, this
people always got some kind of opinion.
They did say that. So this is why I don't like that statement. What's understood does not need to be explained.
That's fucking trash.
Who the hell? And niggas y'all run with this
motherfuckers saying that don't even know nothing.
Y'all, do you know? Y'all run with that shit. It needs to be explained. When it has something to do with your feelings, your heart, your emotions, shit needs to be explained.
Yeah.
Your heart is kind of like money. You just can't like take money from me or some shit. Don't explain it. Nigga, explain it to me. I want an explanation.
Yeah,
I want somebody to tell me what's going on.
Give me some paperwork. I need something to look.
I don't know about this situation. This situation looks weird.
You see it? Are you looking at it?
Yeah, I'm kind of reading it now. But they got a baby together, whatever. She was staying there. Like, so she ain't no side chick.
So what he said was that when she had the baby, I guess she's Dominican. So I think she's Dominican. But anyway, he went down to the DR. She was getting ready to have a baby. He didn't like the hospital, the place where she was having the baby. He was like, it's not all that great. Like, it's just, he didn't like it, but whatever. So she got into it with her parents. When she got into it with her parents, he was like, I don't want nothing to do with this. I'm out of here. And he was trying to, like, get a flight back home. And then, she kept calling him, like, I guess trying to go back with him. And I guess finally he broke down, like, yes, you could come back. Just whatever. You got to have this baby. We could get you in the hospital. We have this baby or have it here. Somebody come, whatever. So that's what she came back for and stayed with him for. But that's what it was supposed to be.
Now, but my thing could have put her up in any hotel.
But
he
that
put
was
her
my
in
thing.
any house.
My thing was, you got enough cash, dog, to put her in a situation to where... Even if it's a small house, even if it's a house like off 18th Street, you got enough money to put her in a place where she's comfortable, she's cool, until she had a baby and y'all figure out. Like, I don't think that she would necessarily have to be in your house. And if it's like that, if y'all having a toxic situation and somebody's not understanding. So that was my thing. My thing was like, whether people say he didn't say it or not, I'm not.
It don't matter. I don't understand why we be in other people's relationship business. This shit weird to me. Like, especially since they, like, I don't follow the baby and I don't even know who Dana Lee is. And then it's like think about this. We all been in situations where we done got in an altercation with our significant other or something like that. And we usually work that shit out without the news, right? Yeah. And it's really, relationships is really complicated. Like, you could be with a person, break up, and go cheat like Dwayne Wade did. Yeah. Go cheat, have another baby by another person, and come back. And that's their business. You know what I mean?
Well, here's because he put it out there.
No. I'm talking about in a situation with this where we talking about who's a boy, were they together or not together. If that's your baby mama, that's your baby mama. How would we ever know that?
Because listen, because
it's like pointless conversation.
Well, one, it opens up a conversation of saying, one, this is a good reason why. Because I'm telling you, what's understood don't need to be explained. It's big in these motherfucking streets, like huge. And a lot of these situations is what causes issues with other people, beefs with other people because of this situation here. What you mean? Opposed to just, okay, so like their situation, right? Just let's take regular people. Yep. If you say, hey, I'm hanging out with this person, I'm with this person, we together, we may have not said we together, but what's understood don't need to be explained, right?
Right.
And then this person is beef with another motherfucker because they talking to other people, but you thinking that it's okay,
right.
and then you fighting with these motherfuckers.
This happen every day in the hood.
But this is what I'm saying. But this is what I'm saying.
I don't know if we need a baby and then the leader tell us this.
No.
We know situations like this in the hood.
Okay, so think about this. So
but we don't know that Jada situation and Will Smith.
We definitely do.
How many people you know is Will fucking Smith and got to deal with a Jada? I don't know nobody like that. I don't know nobody that high up.
Man, I still think it's the same, no matter rich or broke. All of this shit is messy, man. All of this shit is messy. The way I look at the baby situation, like I didn't know any of the details, but I think it's some whole shit to put the shit on live while it's going on. You know what I mean?
But what generation?
Like, why even share that shit? Like, if I don't go through no shit like that, like kicking, my girl out or getting kicked out. You know what I mean? But I'm not going.
It's been on TV.
I'm not gonna broadcast that though. It's just certain shit you could, you should keep secret.
I said he had to slap her.
Let's bring the Jada and Will situation up, right? Let's bring that up. You said why are we in?
That's
people?
almost kind of like the president.
But you said why are we in people's business, right?
No, I mean the assault situation. This is assault situation.
But even Jada Pick, why are we in a bit? Listen, if Will ain't left her motherfucking ass, if Will hasn't left her motherfucking ass, this is my point. If the nigga ain't left her motherfucking ass, why do we give a fuck? We be like, Jada doing Will.
Because Will said they left. He left.
Where he at now?
He left.
But where he at now?
I was just about to say that we never know when it comes to rich people. Will could have been gone for 2 years. We will never know.
We don't know.
You know what I mean? Because they rich. Like, we know the niggas in the hood that you see.
That's what I'm saying. Like, when you talking about the baby and then the lead, that shit happen every day.
But I'm pretty sure other people who have broadened their horizons, who are not as close-minded when it comes to relationships as us, who are not as religiously in a situation with relationships
But we don't even really know the Will Smith and Jada situation. We just been pulling shit from articles and different stuff, piecing it together.
Because Will done came out and said some shit like, y'all tripping. Like,
I mean, but did Will ever...
I just don't hear Will saying as much stuff as Jada.
Yeah,
like,
Will
Jada don't stop. She got a fucking show where she just nonstop dropping headlines. Yeah. Will might say some shit.
And think about
but
this.
Jada is a fucking comment machine about their personal business.
But then you got to look at it like this. Again, if her man has not left her and he is okay with that, then that's still us giving an opinion.
I don't really care about that part, though. Yeah, I'm just saying as far as the public perception is... Like as far as how much they talking.
You talking about the baby.
But the problem is you talking about a person on picking and choosing.
The baby.
You talking about a person that picking and choosing which business you want to be in.
And then the who? We talking about the baby.
Man, but they on some rich people shit. I'll tell you this.
So we know what
they probably not gonna get divorced, but they ass probably ain't together. I doubt if they together.
It's probably a
and you know what? I'm gonna say this. I would look down on Will. At first, I respected y'all shit because y'all kept y'all shit private.
Yeah.
I would look down on that nigga if he was in her motherfucking bed in their motherfucking house every fucking night with all of the type of information that's got leaked.
Yeah.
If you care about your motherfucking partner and y'all really got an agreement, that shit ain't supposed to come out. You ain't seen no bitches pop up behind Will.
But maybe they don't.
You ain't seen no bitches.
But maybe they don't.
I mean?
And even though we haven't seen it, Will done made it clear that he has cheated.
Yeah, after. Will been trying to save
Will just saving his pride. This nigga's a man and he's still...
Who gonna be okay?
Listen,
I mean, he failing.
Listen,
You know what I mean? He's still failing miserably.
So this is my thing. My thing is this.
That man feelings hurt.
When people put stuff out, like regardless on who it is, if somebody's business is out there, like the football player who beat on his girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
If the shit if it's out there, we live in a place now where shit get out, people are going to say something, people are going to have an opinion, regardless on whether it be a relationship, regardless it be on finances. We have opinion on people's finances and we ain't even got that type of money. Yeah. We live in this type of society where if we hear about it or we see it, we're going to state our opinion no matter who it is. No matter who it is. Some may pick and choose on who they want to give an opinion for, but it doesn't matter. If it's still not your business, you're still going to give an opinion on it if it's out there, right?
No, I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
The only thing I am saying is like, you know what I mean, everybody, we always gonna have some headlines. Every day with the social media age, we're gonna get overfed information and shit. I'm just speaking specifically like for Will and Jada's situation. I just got to the point to where like, I just felt like y'all shit looked like 10 years ago, motherfuckers was like, oh, I want that Will and Jada shit. Now they like, you niggas look sloppy. You know what I mean? Y'all fucking up. At some point, and it don't matter which one it was, their situation is fucked up now and it looks embarrassing now. Because at first, y'all, it was just speculation.
Yeah.
Now y'all out just putting out shit, knowing the way we consume information. So you really can't. I'm not saying that they care, but it's like, damn, how long are y'all gonna spill the same bullshit?
So this is my thing.
Somebody need to get shot or something. This storyline need to change.
So listen, so here's my thing for that. My thing for that is if all this information is out here, and it's crazy, it is crazy, but if all this information is out here and it's like, damn, but they are together and they are happy and they like, because sometimes we get fed information that happened years ago. Yep. Or they bring up a conversation that happened years ago that may not even then happen now. It was something that happened in the past and you bring it up and our late ass is like, oh, this shit, and they like, well, shit, we done got past that. Or we brought that up because we're already past that. We didn't bring it up when we were going through it, but now that it's over, I mean, it's just a different type of situation. Like we look at our grandparents and we be like, relationship goals. I think it's crazy to feel like anybody's relationship should be your goal. I feel like everybody goes through something, nobody is turning on their camera when they in the midst of an argument and shit, and I don't say that to say like everybody miserable, because I don't think that. I believe that there are people who have happy relationships, but you are going to have your issues, but once you keep posting like, oh, we're great, everybody knows no relationship is like that. Even family relationships, you done probably got into with your brothers and your sisters and shit, and be on these pictures smiling with them, but even though shit, we have our issues sometimes, but I love this person and I'm riding for this person and things happen. Yeah. I do feel like that's same with a relationship. Shit happens. Whatever focus your relationship or how your relationship goes, whether you have open relationship, whether you have a poly relationship, where you have whatever fucking floats your boat. Yeah. I may not agree with that. It may not be something that I would be into or something that we would be into or however that goes. But if that works for you and you're happy with it and it's progressing, this shit, dude, everybody got opinion. Everybody got a different opinion. I may not like my food cooked a certain way, and another person may like their food cooked a certain way. And whatever.
I think we all got our opinions. I'm saying like this situation with the baby and what you call them.
I bring that up because I feel like this. I feel like Ron. I feel like there are some things. Like in a moment like that, like I could get mad at a person that I'm with, a dude I'm with, but I would not publicly show them when they really fucked up in a fucked up situation, right? When they down, you shouldn't, especially if we got kids together. I could hate you and be like, I hate your motherfucking ass.
But we do know a little bit about the baby, and we do know this nigga done did some shit like this before.
But that was another question on saying if you know how a person is. Sometimes, like it was like women play the victim. If you know how a person is, and you dealt with that person, you got to take responsibility for the situation because you saw this person showed you who they were. That's true. But you kind of we all think the same thing. Yeah. We always think like that person will change, or we all think that.
Man, another thing with me, I'm old.
Because people do change. Like if you say like Ron's not the same. Ron's not the same Ron he was before.
Hell no, that's what I was just about to say.
Yeah. The different Ronald.
These people be 25.
Dude, Ronald. Ron turned to OG Ron to Ron.
To Ronald. To Ronald. I seen that nigga put it on I seen that nigga write it before.
Let me spread this message real quick.
Do you use your whole name?
These people be 25, 26 years old.
They still young.
And people talking about relationship goals. These niggas don't know shit. Y'all impressed more with the money. Y'all don't give a fuck about what it takes to fucking build some foundation behind them fucking walls and them doors. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
And when they say goals and shit, looking at like 5 cars the same colors, they standing with a nice ass quote. Yeah, we came together. You know what I mean? Like butt cheeks out here on these pussies. You know what I mean?
Right.
We live for that shit. We live for them cocky captions and them dope ass pictures. We in that age, but it's way more to it than that. Yeah. You know what I mean? If you doing it to that level, goddamn it, do you know how much work you got to put in with a person to be with that person, to be able to stand this person, to tolerate and compromise and all kind of shit? Like, boy, people don't want to put in that work.
And that's true. That's true. And that's why I'm like, relationships.
Talking about goals. Y'all do not want to be in no relationship. You ain't ready for no relationship.
But that's why I'm saying relationships are different for everybody. It's like parenting skills. Everybody's parenting skills are not the same. Like everything is different for everybody. So you can't just sit up here. I mean, everybody.
I like to use the word skills. Relationship skills, like, nigga, you need to go to school. Yeah. Some people need to go to school for relationships.
Or you need to learn. Or you need to learn who you are. You need to learn who you are. And then you need to learn the person that you want to be with.
Well, this is another thing about relationships that people don't ever really talk about. It's really like the long term, the longer the relationship, the difference we gonna be. Like for instance, like you saying they 25, 26. At 34, 25. I mean, at 34, 35, they differently.
Yeah.
But then the other person could still be thinking that in a 25, 26-year-old mindset. So that could mess up the relationship as well, even if it ain't really a big deal. You know what I mean? Like say for instance, I remember being in a relationship and the girl I was with, she was like, I'm about to go spend the night over at my friend's house. And I was more like, what the fuck? We don't do there ain't no sleepovers over this way. Like, no, you can go over there and have a good time, but you bring your ass back home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a big difference. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm on some married shit.
Love and order.
Yeah. Love and order. Gotta have some fucking order and love, bro. That's the true meaning of this shit. Gotta have some order with your love.
I knew it was going to come out. I knew it was.
Should you do the order before the love?
Yeah, but I mean,
no, you gotta have that order.
But you gotta have that love first, because I don't have no order if I don't have no love.
But listen, once you love somebody, that's when you start letting a motherfucker get away with shit, because you love them. You be like, I love him. If you use your heart before you use your mind, you be like, shit.
But this ain't order like the order.
What's the order?
This love and order is like within the love. It's like while we're in love. Look at my finger. While we're in love.
Hey, you know somebody that feed you some bullshit relationship shit when they
yeah, you know that ain't right. You know
while
that ain't
we're
right.
in love.
That he used to, so he about to double bullshit.
I had a napkin right here, boy. Y'all really didn't know I'm about to preach.
2 packs.
Okay.
All right,
but you know, like this love is like love within the order within the love. Like for instance, right? You can't treat me like you want to treat me, because we in love.
Right.
Is there some order to this shit?
So,
but before, it ain't really no order. We're trying to get to know each other.
So when you be like, in order to love me.
Yep.
In
order to love
so
me.
you had to do the
But ain't nobody thinking about love off the first date.
That's true.
So you got to wait till some people
are.
love.
Some people are.
But some people be coming on the first date and man, they got some heavy expectations.
Yeah, they do.
You could just be like, I want to get away from these kids this weekend.
Yo,
I heard this nigga could fucking 2-step. I'm gonna go out this nnigga like I done found me a wife. You know what I mean? Y'all be on two totally different levels.
You know what's funny? I was watching
the courthouse.
Y'all know that dude Toby?
Yes.
So he had,
Toby, who the fuck is?
Well, he the one that sing "Try Jesus, Don't Try Me."
Boy,
man, he cold. Anyway, if you look him up,
Bianca like him. Look at him.
I really do. I like
Black.
I like him because dude talented.
Yeah.
He's smart. It like you.
He ain't got no last name.
It's hard to say. I don't know how to say. It's Nagui.
I'm about to say. He said Toby. She started clapping. Like, who the fuck is Toby McGuire? I thought you were talking about Toby McGuire.
Him and Fat.
Yeah, him and Fat. So that's what I was gonna talk about. He was talking about he got a show now on Facebook Watch, and I was up late and I was just watching it, and he was talking about how his wife Fat, she came to him like, you are who I'm supposed to be with. You are my husband. Like, this is what God told me that you were. And like, he was taken back by that. He was like, hold on now, I'm in the streets now. You know, I'm blowing up. Like, I ain't got no time for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then when they were spiritually connected, that's when he understood God sent her.
Yeah.
So I could understand like people coming off rip like, God sent me to you. And they got like 2 kids together on the 3rd right now. They married, they traveling there. The girl fire.
But
fire.
Then you got to think like this too, though.
So sometimes it come off like that.
Then you got to think like this too. What you have to. Oh gosh, I don't know. I believe that people. Well, let me ask y'all this, because y'all guys, do you when people say meet a woman, or a woman, the right woman can make a man change, right? Mm-hmm. Do you feel like that is true, or do you feel like as a man at some point in time you have reached a level of saying, I need to do better, not just relationships, just anything. Like, I need to do better, or I need to level up myself, and my choice in women may have changed because I am changing, or this woman came in and she just made me see things differently and things changed.
Damn.
That's a good question for Ron, for real.
That's a good question for you.
I mean, Ron, I think
women can change a man.
I think Ron done changed because of his woman.
So,
yeah, I think when a woman...
Did you feel the changes at first? Because you and I have had conversations, though, and you were like, you felt like, I mean, you just felt differently, or looked at things differently, reached some growth, And even though you knew this person, you still kind of like, let me do this, and then I'll be better for this, you know?
Man, I think I was at the point to where I knew I needed to mature, like everywhere.
Okay.
And then she came and like I seen a different side of women.
Gotcha.
Well, a woman.
So you felt the change in this person.
But I would have been ready for that in whatever stage.
Okay.
Because, well, I don't know if I could appreciate it when I was younger, so I'll take that back. You know what I mean? It's just I think. Okay. You know what I mean? When you're ready for something different and something different comes along and it be like those little things that you don't want, like I want a woman to do this, I want a woman to think like this, I want to, you know what I mean, somebody to encourage me instead of down me, you know what I mean? Yeah. The whole laundry list you got, when you find that, it's like, yeah. So it does change, yeah.
So, but no matter, so you just said something. So no matter
ways.
What, yeah, because I feel like.
It's harder for us, though.
Because I feel like sometimes you can meet somebody, man or a woman, you can meet somebody and just not be ready for that person.
Right, yeah.
Right. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to change me, nigga. You're going to change me, lady.
Yeah, that's how.
You know, like I'm out here. You know, I'm chilling. Or you could be in a situation where you just like, damn, you know, I want to change my whole mindset of everything. And this person is actually enhancing my mental and everything else. And this is great.
Yeah.
Because it's working out. What about you? Do you feel like you've already been ready to change, or
I think, man, me differently is I always grew up with with both parents, so it's always been like the thing to be married and have kids and all that stuff. So
yeah,
I feel like I don't know. I feel like in situations situations can change you before a woman can.
Okay.
Like for instance, you could go out and have like 2 babies by 2 crazy women, and then you just like, I'm just done having babies. I'm done doing this shit. Like I'm ready for like to settle down. And then next thing you know, this nigga taking Christmas photos with a whole new family. You know what I mean? Okay. With the matching outfits, and you like, this nigga was never like that. Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like he wanted to change, and then sometimes you meet a woman, and the woman like you sometimes when you, I don't know. I ain't gonna say when you don't grow up with both parents, or you missing your mom, or you missing that side of your mom. But like some women come in and they like a mother figure as well to you. I know that it sounds crazy, but
now
I get it.
They nurturing. Yeah. That's what I should say. They're a nurturing figure. So now you ain't never been nurtured before. Yeah. You always been kind of like on the go, just trying to figure it out yourself. Yeah. But like sometimes when a woman sits you down and say, no, let me nurture you. Like I remember talking to this one chick, she wouldn't even fucking let me, she wouldn't let me throw my food away. Like she wouldn't let me, like my plate away. She would just be like, what you doing? And I'd be like, man, fuck, I can get up and throw my plate away. But she was like, no. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to make your shit easier.
Damn.
And I'm like, I ain't never had this before. You know what I mean?
So listen,
but it reminded me kind of like my mom.
No, that makes sense.
Why'd you marry?
That makes sense.
She went on with another.
So listen, in saying what you saying, no,
she went another direction.
She went another direction. It wasn't me.
Cortez just made some sense. Look at this. So in that sense, you have to understand on how a woman who may have not had a father figure, right, would look towards a man as, like, I want to be submissive and I want you to lead, but I want to trust the fact of you being a leader because I've already been failed once.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't want you to fail me again, and then people would say, oh, well, she just want to do everything and want to be controlled. No, she just don't want to be failed on. True. And, and even though you have to give this person the benefit of the doubt, it's like actions speak louder than words. Like if a person tell you some stuff and you like, hey, I want you to do this, but that person don't move, you kind of like, shit, let me get it done because you ain't moving. So let me do some stuff opposed to just talking about it. I think that's true though. I think we do look for things that we are missing inside of, or just our opposites. Like
the opposites.
Man, Cortez summed it up though. What I should have said about my girl, like the nurturing part of it, and I just didn't even think of that concept, but that's what it is. Like when a woman just comes along, and usually girlfriends. Well, I can't say, I'm gonna speak for everybody, but some girlfriends don't care. They just want sex. They want to go on dates. Yeah. They don't care about your motherfucking health. They don't care about what the fuck you drank today or, they ain't got no life instructions, you know what I mean? So when a woman come and cares, you know what I mean? Yeah, it'll change.
Because then it make you care. It's kind of like maybe I've been hard the whole time. Like,
Mm-hmm.
motherfucker ain't gonna be treating me like this, and motherfucker do this, and I'm gonna snap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you meet a motherfucker that sits you down and be like, "Here, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
Not for nobody else.
Yeah.
Not for no other reason. Kind of like that's your person. And
That
shit crazy.
makes sense. That makes sense, and I can speak to as a woman, and just as women who think like this, because everybody wants something different. I'm not saying that, but a lot of us are like, it's not that the person won't be submissive. It's not that we can't. It's just that I have to trust you that you are going to lead us in the right direction.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's a lot of pressure to lead your children in the right direction, it's a lot of pressure to lead the household in it, because if you the head, that means I come in to help you when need be.
Yeah.
But that means you are the one to make decisions for us that puts us in a better position and not drown us.
Yeah.
You know?
But you know another thing, not to cut you off, but we talk about like relationships, and we talk about like, how a person come in and change us, or we change ourselves and we end these relationships. But to tell you the truth, most relationships don't work out, even if you submissive or not submissive, or if everything was going right at the beginning and stuff started going wrong at the end. It's kind of like, man, it really ain't no playbook about it. It ain't no way of us telling how the shit's supposed to go, because you could have the best woman in the world, right?
Yeah.
And then one thing can happen, and then no longer you feel like she's the best woman in the world. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, I like relationships and I like being in them. But the longer you in a relationship, it could be anything. Like, for instance, you could be in a relationship and you just like, damn, like, I just don't like she could be like, damn, I just ain't never been feeling free before.
Yeah.
Like, I've always been nurturing.
Yeah.
Like, and not saying that you don't nurture me back, but I don't feel like I want to nurture no more.
Yeah.
I feel like I just want to party.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just want to get out and party and just live my life. And then you just like, fuck, like, I done lost my goddamn nurturing, and now I got to go through this shit. So I don't know if it's really a playbook. I do feel like longer the relationship lasts, the more problems it is. And I do also feel like it is a small amount of people, because really it's not really about love and nurturing at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's really about how long we can stick this shit out, being who we are without us failing. Right,
Yeah.
because
without us not being happy.
Exactly, because I could be 30 now and be happy with you, but at 40, I'm on some other shit now. I need a business partner now. I don't need you to be nurturing. I need you to be able to, like, if I give you this bread, I need you to be able to double that money I gave you. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
But you
There's
know
all kinds of things that come. You got to worry about women's sex drives when they get up in age. Goddamn it, they might want more than you can give, and goddamn it,
I feel like,
hey, when women get about 40, they be wanting 2-3 times a day.
Oh, so 40 is the age,
bro.
Give
Man,
me an old head then.
late 30s, motherfucking mid 40s, women
I feel like
want it all the time.
I feel like the issue with people is communication. I feel like it's communication. First of all, you have to be willing to. I think a lot of people's issue is you have to be willing to be wrong. And this is it in any situation. This is just relationships, family. You have to be willing to be wrong.
Yeah.
If nobody can tell you that you're wrong, because as humans, we're wrong. We're not always just because we were
Some
raised
of us get lucky. Some of us get lucky for a
you're
while.
wrong.
Going on lucky streak.
You're wrong.
Right.
If you can't have the communication of being wrong or trying to understand the other person and where they're coming from, you are the problem.
Okay, so can I ask you a question?
Uh-huh.
This is what I'm talking about.
Communication is key.
Now, I'm just saying from my perception, but I have heard tons of people say that women's sex drive turns up. They hit their sexual peak when they in their 40s. Yeah, I want to go to this. And I want to put you in this situation.
I'm not 40.
You're married.
Okay.
You've been married. I'm about to give you a little history about your husband. You've been married since you were 35.
Okay.
You are now 42. Y'all have been married for 7 years.
Did I really liked him at first?
Yep. Loved him. Like, everything about him,
The boy had the cat.
nothing you would change. You don't regret nothing.
Okay.
And y'all got 2 babies. So so you got one more boy and a girl.
Oh.
Married 7 years. Okay. One day. All right. Now, y'all sexual tendencies are 2 to 3 times a week for 7 years. All right. Go up a little bit. 4 to 5.
Yeah. Okay. I was about to say
4 to 5 times a week.
I'm bored.
4 to 5 times a week. Then one fucking day, something chemically happens inside your body, and you just motherfucking like, you know what I mean? Like
a rabbit.
4 to 5 times a week is not working.
Okay.
Now, let me elaborate on that 4 or 5 times a week you've been getting for 7 years.
Yeah.
Y'all kind of.
I'm bored.
No, I ain't gonna say you bored. It's good. I want to give you a good standing when we go into this. It's good, but it's like it's a strain on him because of his jobs. He got 2 jobs.
Oh, okay.
So he like, man, 4 to 5 times a week, we need to drop this shit down to 3. But he don't say it, but you know what I mean?
Okay.
To get that 4th and 5th off is a struggle.
Okay.
All right, that's where you are.
Okay.
When that chemical reaction hits you and now you a rabbit.
Got you.
What do you do? Like, and he's the type of person, like, over the 7 years, you know him, sometimes you bring up sexual stuff, and it's like he takes it as a hit. He's like, okay, well, I'm feeling inadequate, and you know what I mean? You don't want to go there. How do you handle that?
Oh.
How do you handle something deep? You in a relationship, you've been honest, you're not lying, but something deep like that could affect his manhood, but it could affect your happiness on the other edge of the coin.
Have I spoke to my doctor to find out what's going on with me?
Yeah, he just like, you at
The
your
doctor's
peak.
like, shit.
He like, nigga, I ain't never seen nobody at their peak like this. You need it now.
well, first I would think this. This is honestly, and this is the honest truth. I would feel like if everything else in that area is good except for this, I would be like, well, let me find out, see if it's something that I can do, right? Because it's not this person's fault.
There's nothing you can do to slow it down.
Of what's going on.
Would you compromise your sexual happiness for your man's ego?
And everything else is okay.
Everything else is good. The mortgage ain't late. Your car paid off. The kids got braces.
We get along.
Shit going.
We get along and shit. I would have to because I feel like in relationships you're going to compromise something. It just is what it is. You're in a relationship. You're going to compromise something. And if you're not the one who's compromising, damn it, the other person is, and they just not telling you. Right, Somebody is going to compromise something. It's going to happen. It just happens. It just happens. Look, it can happen in your relationship with your parents. You could be like, shit, I want my dad or my mom to be like this. But then they ain't like that.
They ain't like that.
But it don't mean that I'm going to be like, shit, fuck my parent. You know what I mean? I just be, damn, I wish you would communicate more. I wish you would, hug me a little more, whatever. These things are good. I just know I may not get that part from you. In a relationship, you're going to compromise. That's what it is because people are raised differently. People have different things going on with their bodies. People it's just a fucking difference. So you're not going to be on the same page as everybody. A therapist once said that if you are the person who's saying like, I just want us to be on the same page, that means more than likely you really want that person to be on your page. And you're trying to get them there, opposed to saying we just need to compromise and figure something out. And I was like, damn, that shit's true because I have been like, I just want to be on the same page, nigga. I'm kind of telling you what I want to happen.
We get it though.
I'm like that shit.
We get it.
Look,
right.
I've been getting that.
Right.
Look,
you want me on your motherfucking page, don't you?
I'll be like, why you fighting so hard? Shit, nigga, I'm tired of this shit, Ron. Told you to get on my page, but you like that too, which is why I say, you and I. We like this. And Cortez is like the glue. Cortez is like the, hey, everybody, we don't have to do this. Like, that.
We're going to figure this shit out.
It's the bright colors that calm us down.
He be like, we don't have to do this at the kitchen table with guests around. You know what I mean?
Right, that's me.
Hey, you remember when Lamar?
Not this nigga Lamar.
You remember when Lamar was beating on that door and he looked in to see his daughter?
Right.
That's how we fighting like cats and dogs and we look around and see Cortez.
Listen. Cortez, he had that look on his face like, everybody.
Mom, Dad.
Maybe we should call him that.
No, Mom, no, Dad.
Listen, the first time me and Ryan went at it, and Cortez was there, the first time ever, he was like, y'all was just going at it.
I was like, what the heck?
Like, no, you do.
We was warming up, man. We wouldn't have never made it this far without the arguments in that kitchen.
So listen, now
man, without y'all jumping me and Bianca cussing me out every other show, man, I would never, she prepared me for these interviews. So I thank Bianca for, for my career.
Someone has to do
Somebody has to season my ass.
Someone has to do it. But you know what? He said whatever.
You work with Bianca for 2 years, goddamn, you ready for whatever.
He says whatever he wants to. He misses the part where I'm the nurturer and I'm like, hey, calm down. It's gonna be okay. We'll figure something out. Let's think about it this way. Let's do this. And then he don't tell you about those calls. He don't tell you about those calls.
She was at the first show.
He don't tell you about those calls. He just tell you about how I'm just But that's okay.
I have said it though. I remember I told everybody on the first show when I was nervous as fuck. We kept restarting this shit. It wasn't no video. I was nervous on just the audio. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, what if this shit don't sound right?
I looked at you with the buttons like, no one can see us. You can stop.
Man, I kept starting over. Like I said, like 4 or 5 intros, and like kept on. She was like, dude, let's just keep going.
You can stop if you want to, but just keep going. No one's looking at us, and if something's wrong, you can always do it
Chop that shit up later, nigga. I kept on restarting, but
after that shit, it was perfect. So and then, you know, Cortez is like the kids to keep the marriage together. Cortez is like we got to do it for the kids.
I'll let you get custody of this nigga if we ever break up.
We got to do it for the kids.
I ain't gonna fight you for custody. Hey, my goddamn.
And that's where therapy comes along. Shout out to therapy. No, yeah, we work well together. I think we communicate better. Yeah. I do. I think we tell each other how we feel or what we thinking, as opposed to just being like, I'm not gonna rock the boat. We shake that shit and we just, and we just that's how it works. So I guess this is just telling everybody, hey, in relationships, communication is key. Whether it's going to upset someone, let a person know. What's understood doesn't need to be explained. It definitely needs to be explained.
Mm-hmm.
And if
explaining that shit.
And if you don't understand it, ask them to explain it again and draw you like a chart so that way you can see exactly what is going on. What else did we take away? What else have we? Love and order.
Love and order.
Or you can switch.
Can't have order without love. Can't have love without order.
You know what I'm saying?
Can't do it.
And if you got phone calls in certain cities, you can order some love for a limited amount of time. I don't know how that works.
24-hour love.
Check your check your laws in your state, whichever one. We just learned. I like when we have these conversations about, you know, relationships and just. I think it's needed. I think we need to understand no one is your relationship goal, okay?
Nope.
You can take tad bits from some things, but relationships, it's not a car, okay? They're different. You should go for what's good for you, not what looks good on you, but what is actually good for you. Mm-hmm. Remember that is very important. Listen to other people and how they feel. You are not always right. You may be right, but not always. So listen to other people and how they feel. Love yourself too. Love on yourself. I think that everyone should.
Yeah.
If we're having that conversation, because you brought up the whole, what would you do, you know, in that situation? Love yourself sometimes. Sometimes just give it a little go, and then you'll
let it go.
and then you'll figure some things out about yourself. That's all I have. I have nothing.
That's deep. That's heavy.
I have nothing. Yeah. I'm just rattling on.
That was good.
I try.
I like when we have relationship shows, though.
I do.
You know what I mean? Get a little edgy and shit. But...
And I learn more about y'all. I learn more about y'all when we have these relationship conversations. I learn where your heads are, you know, how you guys feel. Yeah. And then sometimes, like I say, over the years, I hear different things coming out, which it leads to growth, which is an amazing thing. It's just amazing. It's wonderful.
Man, well, I'm going to tell y'all this, man. Thanks for sharing and liking and commenting on the YouTube. I see the traffic is picking up a little bit. The Ari Spears interview is taking off a little bit. I watched a little bit of that yesterday. Him and Cortez was going at each other about them nails. Like, man.
That was so fun. And we got to do it in a different space. That was absolutely fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, man, the other day I finally got a chance to slow down a little bit because I rarely even watch the shows and go back and watch them. Like, I'd be so motivated. I'm trying to get the next show. Like, I told my friend Bobby this too the other day. I was sitting there watching a movie and there was this lady in the bed. I'm gonna wrap this shit up with this. Our lady was laying in the bed and her husband was getting up and about to go to work and shit. And
it's a movie?
Yeah, it was a movie. I don't know what the fuck. I'm gonna have to ask what the movie was.
I want to see what this movie's about.
What she told him though, just made me think a totally different way. She started yelling and shit because she wasn't getting paid no attention and shit. Dude was some kind. I think he was a software designer or some shit. So he on the way to work. Or trying. Okay. Because I really wasn't paying attention, but that statement like was just so bold. All right, he on the way to work, and it was like, I guess the little times I seen it, he was just talking about business, you know what I mean? In times where she wanted, I guess, to be held and stuff like that, talking about that. So she went off like, you always talking about the future, you live in the future, but what about us in the present? We don't blah, blah, blah. And I was like, damn. So sometimes you got to just chill and just, you know what I mean, take everything in, and that's what I did, and went back and looked at some of that amazing shit we did. Because sometimes it's like when you thinking like full speed ahead, you don't appreciate, you know what I mean, the flowers that are already there. So.
Okay, I like this. I thought you was gonna say you put the day away and just spend a great amount of time with Tasha. But I see where you're going with that.
I do that all the time.
Okay,
See, we've been
okay.
Dude, I didn't have nothing to do for 19 months. Like I got on her nerves. I'm sure
Okay.
she was tired of that shit.
Oh, she's that food.
Hey, I will say this though. I will say this and tell you how old me and Tasha are. Like we got out last night. We had a double date. We went out with some friends. We went axe throwing. We wrapped that shit up around 9:30. So we walking out.
What? Hold on. What'd you say? Y'all went what?
We went axe throwing at Blazing
axe
Timber.
throwing. I thought y'all was astroing. No, I was like astroing.
Somebody said axe throwing last night. It was like, what the fuck is axe throwing? So we went axe throwing, and then we got out of there, and I was like, shit, I ain't tired. It's 9:30. I was like, let's do something. So our friends are more at the party. You know, they party more than we do.
Yeah.
So we go to the choir. So we go in there, and we
Okay.
eating a little bit. There's music playing and shit. About an hour later, we done had a little more food. We had a little more drinks. Me and Tasha like, shit, we tired as a motherfucker now. Tasha nodding off. They partying and shit. I'm like, yeah, we are too old for this shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah, but we had fun last night,
Yeah.
though. You know
See,
what I mean?
and that's a good thing. Know your partner. If you would like to party, make sure that your partner is one who likes to get out and shake a tail feather also. If you like to go in and go to bed and snuggle up and watch some Discovery so you can get your true crime in,
Yeah.
make sure you have a partner who likes true crime.
Yeah, you know what?
True that.
Thank God I got a partner like True Crime. Hey, y'all, thank y'all for listening, man. Make sure y'all check out the streaming services, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Podbean,
YouTube.
iTunes. Yeah,
Like,
definitely
share,
YouTube.
subscribe, hit the bell, boom.
Hit that bell right
New
now.
Content.
Right now, I'm going to wait while y'all do it.
Bing.
I'm going to wait. Let me give him a minute.